ASMR Gaming News. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So we have a lot of news this week, but the biggest, probably most important news of the week is regarding Fortnite taking on Apple and Google. This is unprecedented. This is huge. Never has a video game company done what Epic Games is doing. So basically, in case you don't know, Fortnite on the Epic Game Store is still there. Fortnite on PS4 and Xbox is still there. And on the Switch, Nintendo Switch. But Fortnite Mobile on Android and iOS has been completely removed from the Google Android Store, the Google Play Store, and from the Apple App Store. Fortnite is no longer on any mobile devices. You can't download it on the stores anymore officially. Apparently there is a workaround to download it if it's already in your download history, but apparently in the next few weeks the game is not going to be supported any longer for new updates and content. So the reason for this is Fortnite, Epic Games recently updated the Fortnite V-Bucks pricing, both on PC, PS4, Xbox, and everything else. So now, instead of buying V-Bucks for the price that they always were, you'll actually be able to buy V-Bucks for a much cheaper price. So same amount of V-Bucks for a cheaper price if you direct deposit that payment to Epic Games. So if you send the money directly to Epic Games, you'll be able to get more V-Bucks and spend less. Now, Apple and Google both have a terms of service where if you use their store to download content or games, anything that is sold from your game because it's on their store, they get to keep like 30% of what you make. So let's say you sell $10 worth of V-Bucks, Apple and Google, they get to keep like $3 of those $10. So Epic Games was like, nah, we're not doing that. We're gonna make it so if you want to give us $10, you can directly send us those $10. So Google and Apple get zero. So Apple and Google did not like that, and within literally a day, they just removed it from their store. So Fortnite is not on there for that reason. So they kind of violated the terms of service for Apple and Google's stores. But here's the deal. Fortnite put out a video blasting Apple, saying that Apple is basically like George Orwell's book 1984, which is about kind of like a dystopian future where everything is under one totalitarian regime. Everyone has to listen to the same rules and laws that govern everything, and there's no free market or anything like that. So Apple, back in the 80s, they released a computer, and they used this advertising about a guy setting people free in 1984 to not actually be like 1984 from this book. So Fortnite, now in 2020, released a parody Fortnite version of that old Apple advertisement, making fun of Apple currently being just like those bad guys in their 80s commercial, saying that they've become what they once were not. And Google, I guess, has always been Google for the most part. So they started this hashtag Free Fortnite, trying to get everybody that plays Fortnite to join in on this kind of battle against Apple and Google for that matter now. And they issued lawsuits both to Google and the Apple App Store. And they're saying that even though these rules are official and Apple made these rules, they're saying that they're illegal and wrong, and that no one fights Apple because they are basically a big bully. So what is happening at this moment is people are saying that Apple and Google might potentially lose, because in America, where Google and Apple are like officially registered businesses, there's this concept of monopolies being illegal, and what that means is one company can't be the one that owns them all, type of thing, like, Lord of the Rings, the one ring to rule them all. In America, a business can't be like the one business that rules the internet, that rules the app store, that rules the internet or satellite or radio stations or cable companies. Like, it's not legal. There's always loopholes and things people do, but there are laws that have precedence. People have actually won against huge companies that were trying to become the number one, not allowing for any competition, because in America, not having competition, not allowing competition is seen as being wrong in the eyes of the law. There's more. If you want more on this, you can go read up. I'm not a lawyer, but basically, they're taking this to court, and there's a chance that Epic Games will win, and Google and Apple might have to pay them a lot of money. And in a way, if they win, it's going to make things a lot easier for the little guys, the people out there that don't have a lot of money, that aren't Epic Games, because right now, literally no one can sue Apple. It takes a lot of money to sue them, and it'll take a long time to do it. So, a person that's just starting a video game company on the App Store, they're not going to be able to fight Apple. The only guys that can fight Apple are huge game companies like Epic Games, so they're doing this for themselves and for others. And it'll be awesome to see if they win this, because I'm going to be honest, I don't really like the idea of Apple monopolizing the App Store. So if you own an iPhone, the only way you can get apps on the iPhone is through the Apple Store, and they police what you can download and install. So if they can actually take this to court and win, it's going to be because they are a monopoly, not allowing for any competitor stores on their devices. And the same goes for Google. Like, the App Store, the Google Play Store, is the only way you can basically get apps on the Google, like, Android devices. So this is going to be crazy, but right now Fortnite is basically gone from the mobile devices worldwide, unless you already had it installed. So it's kind of sad, because that basically eliminates millions of people from having access to Fortnite. So a lot of kids that only played Fortnite on their iPad or their Samsung Galaxy phone won't be able to play anymore for the time being. So I wonder if they're going to reverse this anytime soon, because it's going to get pretty bad, I think. Anyway, that's a lot of Fortnite news about the lawsuit, but I think it needed to be talked about. Let's go through the rest of the news pretty quickly, I guess. Fortnite has a huge bundle that a lot of people have been anticipating for a while. Just got announced. It's the Last Laugh bundle. It's going to be coming out for PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. So basically everything but the mobile versions of Fortnite. And this is going to be coming with a highly anticipated skin, the Joker skin. Yes, there's an official Joker skin and a Poison Ivy skin that are going to be included in the Last Laugh Fortnite skins bundle. So it's about time we get a Joker skin in Fortnite. I can't wait to play as the Joker in the game. And a Poison Ivy skin is going to be awesome as well. So that's included in the bundle. There's also another skin that I have to be honest, I'm not a big fan of. Joker and Poison Ivy are more important to me, but still pretty cool. You get 3 skins in the bundle, and that will be coming out later. I think I heard October. Some people are saying the date's going to be pushed to September, but it's going to be in like a month or 2, so you have a ways to wait for that to come out. Next, a new Batman game has been teased by WB Montreal, And this is like yet another rumor about an upcoming Batman game. This one is teased to be about the Court of Owls. So if any of you know Batman, watched any of the comic books or TV series or movies, you might have heard of the Court of Owls, and that's what this game is going to be about apparently. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Next, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War has been officially revealed and teased in an official teaser this week. Now, I'm a little bit disappointed because it's been announced, it's been revealed, but the actual, trailer reveal for the gameplay is coming out next week. So it's kind of weird, to have a trailer for an upcoming trailer. I know it builds hype, but it's basically like, hey, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, it's happening. Catch the trailer next week. And I'm just like, why can't you show the trailer right now in this trailer? It's kind of like getting you excited for something else to be excited about. But I guess that's the way they do trailers now. So Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, the worst kept secret because everybody was leaking this for months now. But yeah, it's official. So the Cold War is going to be the setting for the next Black Ops game. Hopefully it has amazing zombies mode. Can't wait for that. People are really excited. So a full reveal is going to be happening on the 26th of August. Next, we got some news about FIFA. So apparently the next FIFA, FIFA 21, will not allow cross-play between PS5 and PlayStation 4 players. So some people were hoping for the ability to play with their friends if they get the PS5 version, but it seems that you'll only be able to play with people on the systems from the version that you buy. So that's kind of annoying if I'm going to be honest. I feel like people between systems, between generations, should be able to play with each other unless there's some crazy FPS advantage from PS5 to PS4 version. I really don't see why they couldn't have made it so it would be easier for people to actually play together. But yeah, that got basically leaked this week, so people in the FIFA community are a little bit salty about that. Next, Flight Simulator came out this week. Huge flight simulation game. If you love airplanes, flight simulation type games, this is the game for you. It just came out. It's Microsoft's newest flight simulator game. People have been waiting years for this. It's on the Steam store and the Microsoft Windows store on Windows 10. And basically, you can fly anywhere in the world with this game. It's very realistic to basically any city in the world. There are actual airports in the game that look like airports from real life. And there's weather patterns, snow, rain, thunderstorms, and lightning, and all sorts of crazy weather effects. And you basically get in your airplane and you fly anywhere you want. So it's very realistic, very calming and relaxing ASMR game. So I will be playing that on the channel at some point. Next, we got a crazy leak for yet another Prince of Persia rumor. Now this one looks really legit. So a Guatemalan retailer, yes, Guatemala. We don't really see Guatemala in the news for video game leaks that often. But yes, a retailer in Guatemala leaked a list. And on this list, a Prince of Persia remake is basically listed for PS4 and Nintendo Switch. So people are saying this could be a remake of the original, actual original Prince of Persia game for modern systems with way better graphics, 3D world. Or it could be a remake of Prince of Persia Sands of Time for the GameCube, PlayStation 2. That was a good game. So we don't know exactly what kind of remake this is going to be. But more and more leaks are coming out about Prince of Persia. So I think we're going to see something announced very, very soon. So I'm excited. Next, there is a rumor about The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. The Nintendo Wii game is apparently going to get ported and remade for the Nintendo Switch. So if you never got to play The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword and you didn't have a Wii, you might be able to play this game on Switch very, very soon. Apparently there's going to be an announcement. This rumor has a lot of credibility to it because not only one person is saying this, but a number of people are confirming it actually being, developed. So I think there's a chance of us actually getting Skyward Sword on the Switch, so I'm really excited for that too. That was a good Legend of Zelda game. The dungeons were good. Some of the other parts kind of a little bit repetitive with the motion controls on the Wii. But if they put it on Switch, I think they could make it control normally without all that motion control stuff, so it might actually be more playable. So I'll like that if they do that. Next, there was a leak this week that Killer 7, the cult classic hit Killer 7 from the GameCube and PlayStation 2 era, was gonna get ported to the Nintendo Switch, just like it did on PC. But basically the developers came out to say that, hey, we only ported it to PC, it's not coming out to Switch. So people got really hyped this week for a Switch version of Killer 7, only to be met with disappointment like a day later when the announcement came out that no, it's not actually coming to Switch. So F in the chat for Nintendo Switch fans. Next we have some good news. I'm sure Captain ASMR is going to be happy about this, so if anyone wants to tell him, let him know in the comments of his videos, I guess. But the Scott Pilgrim game, that has been one of the rarest games of last generation on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. When the Scott Pilgrim movie came out, there was a Scott Pilgrim official game that was released, and then the game was delisted, and you can no longer buy it or download it unless it's already on your system. So it's a game that not a lot of people got, and it was removed, so it's very rare. I actually have it on my PS3 because I bought it because I loved Scott Pilgrim when it came out. But the developer is apparently talking to the license rights holder for Scott Pilgrim movie and game, so they're talking to each other, and there's been some cryptic tweets and messages between each other on social media. So people are saying that the Scott Pilgrim game could actually be coming back to modern systems like the PS4, Nintendo Switch, with better graphics. And if that actually happens, that's going to be a big deal, because a lot of Scott Pilgrim fans want to play that game, and they don't have access to play it because it's not available on anything, basically, because the rights for the game expired and they had to remove it from the store. So hopefully they can figure something out and re-release that classic game from like 10 years ago. Next, Retro Studios put up a listing. They are hiring a lead producer for Metroid Prime 4. So Metroid Prime 4 is still in development as we speak. People are working on the game, so I'm happy about that. But it is not finished yet. As you can see, they're looking for a lead producer, so hopefully this game finishes before the end of the generation, or I'm gonna be sad, because come on, I really want a new Metroid game. It feels like it's been forever since it was announced. So I just want to see Retro Studios finish this quickly, but give us a good product in the process. Dead by Daylight crossplay is now officially available for all platforms. So now if you play on Xbox, PC, or PS4, you can play Dead by Daylight with your friends. So PC players can play with console players, and the community is very, very happy. Waiting times are a lot faster now. People can play with their friends and things like that. So it made the game a lot easier, to find matches, and people are really, really happy about that. So Dead by Daylight, now even better than ever. So if you haven't played that in a while, check it out. You might be able to play with friends from other systems. That, actually makes the game a lot more fun when you're playing with friends. Untitled Goose game is getting a free multiplayer update next month, which is going to add multiplayer mode to the game, so you and a friend can play Untitled Goose Game together and have a crazy time. Untitled Goose Game is hilarious. I played some of it on the channel. It's a really, really fun game, so I highly recommend it. And no, for real, I actually really like this game, so if you're in for more Untitled Goose Game fun, if you've never played it before, you should definitely pick it up within the next month and try out this new multiplayer update that's going to be coming out, because I think it's going to be awesome. And lastly, this last piece of news, it's about Nintendo. So Nintendo officially is coming back to Brazil. So Brazilian fans of Nintendo out there, your prayers have been answered. People have been waiting for a very, very long time for Nintendo to come back to Brazil and offer official Brazilian console support for their systems, their handhelds, their games. Because for the longest time, Nintendo left Brazil and stopped making games and releasing games in Brazil because of piracy issues, and they were losing too much money. But now it seems that they are rethinking their, steps and are actually gonna be supporting the Brazilian gaming market again. So Brazilian fans are really happy about this. This means official Brazilian servers, Brazilian language support for games, all sorts of great things like that. So this is really good news. And yeah, that is everything. So thank you all for listening, for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorite piece of news was. And yeah, if you want to help support the channel, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/ASMRGaming. And yeah, I will see you all next time. So long.